Ready to go live. By which I mean I think we are live.
It is. Maybe you just need to flip it upside down. Maybe.
Hello, Zombie Cleo. Can you hear me? She cannot hear me.
Forward is such a flexible word, like only, what, and you.
Okay, settings.
But,
video settings.
relatively speaking, if you want to support me, it's a good way of doing that. However, hello, Joe.
Hey, Cleo. I was waiting until you were not in the middle of a sentence to go, is voice activity working now? It would be nice if voice activity were working now.
I could hear you go click, 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 click.
Sorry.
He's okay, Josepha. Okay. You're fine.
Yay.
Yeah, so what I was saying was only support as much as you can afford. We're not here to swindle anybody. So you guys take care of yourselves first. It is important to me that you do so.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what I always tell my viewers is there's a lot of folks who are in different places in their lives in the audience. And so just because you see other people who are like, hey, I paid off my car and I have some extra cash, like, that doesn't mean you need to freak out that, oh no, I'm not supporting Cleo now, because like you'll get there one day. Like,
yeah, one day we'll all be able to support the people we need to.
Yeah. And supporting the arts is not something that most people do when they're young. I wasn't able to afford to, and like I'm not going to guilt anybody for not being able to afford to themselves.
Exactly. So, take care of yourself first, because that's really important here.
Mm-hmm. And then, once you've taken care of yourself, remember that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat.
And I've also got my merch store open, and also take tips and subs. Mm-hmm. That's really important. We've all got.
So let's see if I can get the stream camera working. Okay, that's a step one. Oh, for some reason, sorry, I lost a lot of time. I realized I needed to clean the pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're very dirty and not very appealing looking, and there's no like sink in the studio, so I lost a little bit of time on setup. Sorry. But I cleaned the two smaller pumpkins. We'll start with those, and then we'll move on to the bigger one, I think.
Yeah. Thank you, a Puddle Slime, who has resubscribed and says, I'm going to buy a Hydrate hoodie after payday. Happy 3 months. Yes. I haven't actually gotten the hoodies, but I've been told that the printing is excellent. So that's a relief. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I know that the legging printing is excellent because I just showed my chat. Now, if you don't want to buy leggings, then I can't really help you at this point. I should have got a t-shirt, to be fair.
You can't all be John Leggings. I don't know. There was almost something there.
There was almost a joke in there, but that's fine.
It's just whatever. Okay. So yeah, one of the pumpkins. So I left the pumpkins outside because I didn't have a lot of room inside for them. This makes sense to me on some level. And for the first time, I guess the squirrels at this apartment complex are more audacious than the last one I lived in. And normally you could pile a bunch of pumpkins outside your door and they would be fine, right? But one of the pumpkins, a squirrel punched a hole in somehow and has been pulling out the insides and eating the seeds. And like...
That's spectacular.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Well, I had seen this squirrel doing this a few days ago when I first bought the pumpkins. I was just like, well, there's no way he's going to be able to punch through that pumpkin.
And the wall of an entire pumpkin.
And like,
no matter how good it tastes.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way that squirrel's going to be able to get through the outside of the pumpkin. How does he even know there's seeds in there? But apparently this one did.
I feel like American squirrels would know.
Yeah.
If any squirrels know, American squirrels do. And we've got a hype train going. Thank you very, very much. Choo choo. Pan with no life plan. Gift out a community sub. Thank you very much. El Nuggetto. Subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see there are no exits. And a puddle slime gave out 2 community gift subs. Thank you very much, guys. It is all really appreciated. And Paleo, Chid, Biddies, and Plastic Penguin resubscribed. You guys are awesome. I have to go to work in a few, but I'm looking forward to watching the replay.
Yep, that's why
I
this
enjoy
stream doesn't have music, so that we don't have to worry about copyright strikes on the
My
VOD.
stream has music.
Oh, that's why mine doesn't.
Yeah, but you know, it's all relative at this point. It's all relative.
Okay. So, I will say one thing I've noticed about pumpkin carving, Cleo. Have you carved a lot of pumpkins? Is this big
I've
in England?
carved one when I was about 10.
Okay. So, one thing I've noticed about pumpkins, people are saying Cleo is louder than me.
That's
I could
true
move
about
the
my
mic
life.
stand up. The problem is I'm not sitting right now because I think I need to be above. Well, I might be able to do this sitting. That'll get me closer to the mic. And let me. I can bring up my own volume some here.
Turn me down, Joe.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you have in the past. So why not now? That's
know,
a joke.
I know.
Start with the shipping again.
Well, but no, but the thing is though, like I legitimately am way further from the microphone than usual, so
Yeah,
it makes sense.
I know.
For me to also try to move the mic closer.
Oh, Anna the Briars for the dropping the 1,000 biddies. Thank you so much.
Hey,
you
welcome,
guys.
Ahime Angel. Glad you could join us. We are so what I was gonna say, Cleo, is a lot of people don't understand. First off, how to take the top off a pumpkin. Because are you familiar with like those peg boards that kids play with? It's like it's like a piece of wood with shapes cut out like a circle or a triangle or a square, and then they put the shapes through. Yeah. So a lot of people I've seen try to carve pumpkins will just go straight up and down with the knife around.
No. You've got to angle it. You gotta make it conical.
It needs to rest, and ideally, you also want to carve some sort of notch on whatever is going to be the back of the pumpkin into the cap, so that way you know the rotation of the lid and you can fit it snugly. What?
No, it's fine. It's fine. It just makes me laugh.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do first is we're going to try and empty the 2 smaller pumpkins, and then we'll carve the 2 smaller pumpkins, and then we'll move on to the gigantic pumpkin. The gigantic pumpkin is going to need to be rinsed off because it's like just caked in dirt, and I didn't have time to clean it before the stream. So
that's fine.
I figure when I take my midstream hydration break, since that pumpkin's in the kitchen anyway, I'll get my drink refill. I say drink refill. I actually forgot to pour a drink.
Of course you did. Hey, Silver Chippy resubscribed. 6 months. That is indeed more than 5.
Indeed.
Okay. It's indeed more than 5.
So let me get.
So Joe is going to spend most of the day struggling with pumpkins.
Yay.
I get the feeling that you are going to end up overrunning my craft. How long does it take you to carve a pumpkin? That's a good question.
Well, you'll have to see.
I will have to see, I suppose.
Okay, well, it's 8:44 now here, so we're 15 minutes from the hour. I could probably get the lids off and get good progress on getting these scooped by, I would say, 9 o'clock. One of these is going to be the Warden's face, which is like a frown. The Warden's chest cavity is what's more impressive and going to be more difficult. So, but that's going to be the big pumpkin. So, anyway, why don't we go ahead and just get started on this?
It's probably safer.
Yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable working so close to the ring light, but
but what's your comfort in when it comes to entertaining millions?
Oh yeah, I mean I can't let all the adoring millions down, Cleo.
Yeah, the millions and millions. At a certain point, we're going to have to go into the billions for you, Joe. And
yeah, how many people watched the moon landing? Like, obviously the world population is way bigger now. So
yeah, so obviously,
so we've got to be prepared for that.
Got to be prepared for that.
One day, Hermitcraft will have its moon landing moment, Cleo. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Dude. Yeah, well, I mean, surely the moon landing is just the end. at this. Is the end the moon? It always feels like the moon.
I thought the end was the moon, but everybody told me it wasn't, and I'm like, well, I really think Notch said the end was supposed to be the moon. And they're like, well, Notch says a lot of things. That doesn't mean it ended up in the game.
I mean, I feel like Notch says a lot of things is possibly...
That's a very valid criticism.
It's a very valid criticism.
Okay, so we've cut a hole that's big enough that I can reach my hand. I'm going to take my watch off. But I can reach my hand into it. You can see down in there. Okay.
Which says a lot and shouldn't. I mean, yes.
So one of the tools I've got here is a scoop. I can take this and I can scrape along. This is the top of the pumpkin here I've got in my hand. I can scrape along that. I'm gonna
put some decoration on my llama.
Okay.
As apparently it's got to have a bright pink necklace, which is what I'm trying to do now. Undertale remix, probably. It's Game Chops is a channel. You can find the link in my description boxes. That does pretty much game remixes, so that's why you're able to use them on Twitch. It's handy.
Okay, so I have scraped this off. There's no way to do that under the camera, but, well, I guess I could have moved the whole pumpkin.
You could.
I could have, yes. Chose not to. Failed. Okay.
I mean, we're not calling it a failure. We're calling it a success in progress, Joe.
Yes, yes. A success in progress, Joe. I like that. Alrighty. So, why is the sad face creepy? Says Uniwolf Gamer. I'm guessing you mean the Warden's sad face. Probably because he's not mad at you for desecrating.
He's just disappointed.
Yeah, he's just disappointed. He's like, this is supposed to be a place of honor. You know, a lot of value is buried here, and.
Aeon gifting out another community gift sub. Thank you so much, guys. It really does help. Every little helps. That's an Asda advertising slogan.
Oh.
Should maybe not use that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what an Asda is. Is it like an Asda?
Oh, Asda is like... Asda was owned by the Walmart company in the UK.
Oh, okay. So it's not where, like, delinquents go to get superpowers or anything.
I mean, depends on what you class Red Bull as, but yeah.
Gotcha.
No creative endeavor ends in failure, only unintended results. I mean, that feels reasonable.
People are saying you're too high in the mix. I will turn you down further on my end. Okay.
Just like always. Just like always.
So once again, these are the two smallest pumpkins.
Hang on. I just need to look at Joe for a second.
Well, I mean, it would be hard. There's not a lot for scale here.
I mean, your hand is scaly.
I mean, yeah, because of the lizard genes, I guess. But
didn't mean that, but sure, because of the lizard genes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't going to announce that on stream, but sure.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't need to tell everybody you were part of the Illuminati, but, you know, we all sort of suspected it.
I've got 2 Halloween-related episodes worth of content recorded.
Oh, God.
But I need to edit it, and I think it's the 27th already. It's like...
It's the 27th. I haven't even made my Halloween episode, so
yeah.
I'm making a little grotto outside the back of the gym with some armor stand creations in it.
Ooh.
And some creepy eyeballs. So you're quite welcome to go and have a look at it at some point when it's done, which probably won't be till Saturday, but, you know, it is what it is. Tudium! Resubscribed! Always being turned down as a sound and engineer, I feel you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
When I see Joel, I really think Shadow Cabal. I mean, I understand that. That's yeah. when he talks about the Illuminati. I don't think Joe's self-centered enough to be part of the Illuminati officially.
I mean, I don't know. Aren't they very globally thinking anyway?
I mean, globally thinking, but, you know.
I actually don't know enough about conspiracy theories to make good jokes about them, unfortunately. I think I'm very self-centered.
Yeah, but I still don't think you're self-centered enough, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, well, because, like, I feel like, I don't know, I'm very, like, focused on, you know, making sure that I'm able to provide for my daughter, which in some ways is not self-centered, but, because it's family-centered, but I guess, I don't know. I mean,
genetically self-centered, maybe?
Yeah,
you know.
Maybe. Like, I just, I don't know.
I mean, I once watched I'm gonna say a science show, not necessarily a documentary, about people that they basically put their faces in water, and it turns out the closer related genetically you were, the longer, because it was basically your family like however long you put your face in the water for is correlates to how much money this person would get. And it turns out that the closer genetically related you are to them, the longer you put your face in the water. So, you know, risk reward kind of thing.
Well, I mean, in theory, with something like that, is it one of the rules that you have to pull yourself out of the water?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't pass out under the water.
No.
Because then you don't get the money if you pass out under the water.
No.
Okay,
that's.
Well, you wouldn't die because it's a clinical study or a scientific study, right?
Yeah.
So
so for example, for your brothers and sisters, you would keep your face in there longer than you would for a cousin.
I mean, realistically, if the rule wasn't that you have to pull yourself out, I would probably just try to see if I could how long I could hold myself under there until they have to pull me out. Like, because I really don't know. I've never had the opportunity to see how long I can last underwater in a safe setting like that. That'd be neat.
I doubt the genetic maths people try harder for people they care about. That's possible. I don't know how you would control for something like that. Maybe you get people that were raised as cousins that were raised as sisters and brothers in the same house. I'd hold most of my cousins in. Would that count?
Tamer Lane says, Joe, are you going to play Faz again? I hope Cleo can play also. It would be funny. I have suggested that to Cleo in the past.
I am happy to play with you.
Okay.
It's just I would really like my schedule to clear a bit, maybe on Fridays, for example, before I go in and suggest I'm going to be willing to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So when Last Life finishes, then I will definitely play Faz with you. Woo. Because, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, adoptions could work, Corpse. That would be a good way to control for him.
So one fun thing about playing Faz in VR is it's basically unfilmable. So I don't have to stream or moderate a chat. I can just let Cleo stream and get all the money, but I get to have more fun.
That is true. And also you have to deal with me screaming because of the jump scares.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's like, you probably haven't watched my Outlast streams, because why would anyone put themselves through that?
I don't really watch VODs, no.
No. But the jump scares in a scary game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I scream. I scream a lot. I scream.
Gotcha.
So much.
I think the thing about Faz, it's a lot more like dread than jump scares. Like, you're just like, I hope the ghost doesn't get me. But like, when the ghost does get you, it's not...
Oh, that's not like me. I just hope the ghost does get me.
Well, yeah, you're just like, I've had enough
please,
of this.
I just want it to end.
Yeah.
I just want it to end. Just get me. Once I'm a ghost, I'll be much happier. It's fine.
Yeah. Like, I really want to play... I like playing Faz, but I don't stream it myself. I try to play with other people who do stream. So that way I can run around in VR glow stick raving.
I love that that's your primary goal in this life.
It's one of the only games that lets you glow stick rave, Cleo.
That's true. That's true. I don't know of any other glow stick rave games.
Arterial Red says, Joe, you'd want a 30-second delay and an industrial beeping machine. Well, the thing is, I don't care if Cleo swears if she's the one streaming, right? Like, that's not my problem. Because I don't
really isn't.
I don't have to worry about terms of service or anything like that if I'm not streaming.
And it would be on a mature filter because...
Yeah.
Not because of the game.
Well, you actually are required to put the game... If the game is rated a certain level, I think you're required to set your stream to mature anyway.
Probably.
I don't know if Faz is actually rated by the ESRB, but...
I don't think they actually enforce it.
Here's the thing is I don't care what they actually enforce today because they could always start enforcing it tomorrow.
Oh, I agree.
I don't want to deal with it. I don't need that kind of heat.
I don't need that in my life. It's fine.
Yeah. Welcome, Liara. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, Cleo can set up the dots projector and I'll bring the glow sticks.
Why did I agree to this already? I don't have Faz yet, so, you know. I can get it, it's fine.
No, I'm mad because you're saying that when I have pumpkins on my hands, so I can't buy it before you get the chance. So somebody gift Cleo Phasmophobia because I have pumpkins on my hands. I'm sure at least one of you is friends with her on Steam.
No, it's fine. I can buy it myself. I'm not destitute yet.
Yep. Yeah, I was trying to think of how to combine destitute and yet, but yet-titude didn't really sound great, and so I just stopped.
Probably so.
After I said yet, and I was like,
It did sound like you were trying to start something. But...
Yeah, I gave up. I was like, nope, this one's a non-starter.
Pretty much the story of my life. I meant in order to preserve Joe's innocent Joe like his... Like, I have heard Joe swear. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I swore on one of these craft streams. Like...
Oh yeah, you've done that before, but also when we've been recording together.
Yeah.
It's not often, but it does happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But like, yeah, I worked at an ad agency. It's not like nobody ever swore there.
I mean, people think that your Minecraft persona is your actual persona. And it's close, but it's not quite.
I think the way I describe it is my Minecraft, like, kind of persona. I'm not sure if persona... It's so close that I don't know if persona is even accurate. But, like...
Yeah.
Like, basically, it's me trying to be slightly more funny and energetic, but also slightly more patient than I am in real life. Like, that's part of the character is that I'm more patient with people. So that
says a lot.
Because, well, I think it's important to try to... Like, I was like, if I play a character where I'm screaming all the time and furious, then that's gonna... Like, I'm not a good enough actor to keep that from permeating my interactions with other people outside the game. But maybe if I act more patient inside the game with other people, then that will help me be more patient in real life. And I think it actually has been.
Yeah, I can see that. Thank you, Silent Gargoyle, who has resubscribed with Prime. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's 3 months. Yeah, throw some hands. Okay, I've got to put the earlugs on.
Hey, welcome, Tommy Riel. Glad you enjoy the stream.
Someone's got to.
Okay. Vajurist says, does the jack-o'-lantern lollipop mean you like the movie Trick or Treat? Maybe I just like trick-or-treating in general.
And also, Joe said to me, I can't remember if you said it on stream or not, that apparently there is a lot of merchandise for the Trick or Treat movie currently in the shops.
A shocking amount. Like, and it's all copyright 2021 printed on the boxes. Like, they manufactured this trick-or-treat merchandise for this year. They were like, this is the year that people are going to be really into trick-or-treat. And I'm like, is it? Because that movie came out a while ago. I mean, okay. But no, they had kids' costumes if you wanted to dress your toddler up as Sam with the burlap sack on his head. They had kids' costumes for Sam. They had several variants of adult costumes for Sam, including several female like dress type variants and like. But yeah, they had all sorts of props, all sorts of. They had lawn decorations. It was.
What we're saying is there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, apparently.
Surprisingly,
somebody got the license to a movie from 2009 and just went all out.
It was definitely. It's a cult classic now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure it is.
Yeah, it's just surprising that that's like getting the merch, but you know what? I'm sure that this is related somehow to the better data analytics. You know, it's one of those things where they're like, oh, well, we know that we're gonna sell all this trick-or-treat merch, and in fairness, I did buy one of them.
You did buy a Lollipop.
A Lollipop, even though I didn't go into that store planning to buy anything from the film Trick or Treat. I did walk out of there with at least one piece of Trick or Treat merch, and I probably would have bought more. But I was just like, I have so many Halloween costumes already. Do I really need this Sam dress? Really nice I don't think I do. Yeah.
That's all you've got, Joe. Really nice suits. Where did I put the ear? Oh, I hate it. There it is.
Sam is one of the characters from Trick or Treat.
I would argue the character.
I mean, but it's an anthology film that has probably 30 characters in it. So, like, I wouldn't.
Yeah. But...
I'm not gonna say like it's not like Trick or Treat is a one-man show where Sam comes out on stage with a water bottle and just like, you know, let me tell you one of the funny things about buses.
This is true. I don't like it, but it's true. Each successful analytics make all the predictions and trumpet the successful ones later. I mean, a lot of people who claim their profits and stuff, that's what they do. You know, like when you get into like cult mentality, it's just sort of like, you can tell they were right. They predicted this, yes, but they also predicted the end of the world 3 times. Who are you to say the world didn't end then? And I'm just like, touche, I only live here.
Yeah. Hey, Kindleless, thank you for the first tip of the stream, 23. That is going to put us $3 past our first Face Gamer expansion milestone. So I'm going to try and do this with pumpkin hands and barely touch anything.
With pumpkin hands. I've got you in a... I've clicked on my thing, stream with you, so I can actually see you.
Yeah, so here we go.
For once.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to do this with my left hand because that one has less pumpkin on it. Howdy y'all, Crow Hills here, expanded as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee.
Pumpkin hands to the moon!
Yeah, well, okay. Dang it. Now the camera is like not anywhere near where it needs to. Okay. It's fine. Like craft streams, I'm always kind of out of frame.
I mean...
But yeah.
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 There's just no way to just like, no, that's accurate. That's accurate.
So we are 17 away from the next face camera expansion. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Okay. Joseph Pumpkin Hands.
On here. So now comes the heady thing of putting 2 halves together. It's the most interesting part.
So is that for the body, or are you making the back, or?
No. That's the front, and then I've got the back here, and now I've got to put them together because they got to match, and then I've got to leave a bit in the back so I can stuff it, which is the fun part.
Are these good pumpkin scraping sounds coming through?
They are very. I'm gonna say good pumpkin scraping sound. I don't know. Don't know if I characterize any pumpkin scraping sounds as good. Just like they're just.
But they're coming through well. Is what I'm hearing.
But they are coming through. Yes, the pumpkin scraping sounds are. I'm getting an olfactory experience.
Hey, Lee. Lee says, this is so good to listen to while working. Good morning. Lee is actually one of my former coworkers who was an animator on Garfield and Friends way back in the day. And I had the good fortune to work with her for several years here in Nashville. So, Lee, I am glad that you are having a good morning.
I try to be chill here.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Joe, that's not really the case. That doesn't really happen very often.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
My main source of stress. Use historical trends from the past 10 years to predict donor behaviour through the pandemic. Yeah, I can see why that would be a problem.
Yeah.
When you say donor, are you talking about donating organs, or are you talking about donating
like money? Like, because if you're running a charity right now, it's like, well, some charities are doing fine because like the people that give to them are in industries that are resilient or like actually ended up with more money. Other charities, it's like, well, you know, our donor pool
sucks to be you.
Yeah, like just dried up. But like, you know, I'm hearing from people in manufacturing that they're having a lot of like plant slowdowns and cutting shifts and stuff where it's like, okay, you know, we don't have any of the parts we need or the materials, so, you know, everybody, you know, don't come in until Wednesday. But then when everything comes in on Wednesday, it's like it's a mad dash. We're already behind, but we just got the stuff we need. So everybody has to rush, but everybody's like really stressed out. It's like,
We're a charity wanting money, and we're doing better than any point in the last 2 decades.
Oh, that's good.
That's reassuring.
But the thing is, once people can afford to go on vacation again, what's gonna, you know, you can't like count on that indefinitely either, though. Like, sorry, Cleo, you were enjoying people being kind and generous, and I was like, it's not gonna last.
Had to deal with bank fraud, so that's your morning. Oh, Cam, I'm sorry. What the hell?
Yeah, when I tried to buy, I had to buy a hard drive recently, and my bank denied the charge. And I'm like, why? Why?
I'm right here.
I constantly buy hard drives and stuff. This is not out of, like, I'm... Yeah, and so that, you know, they call me up, and they're like, you know, this is the fraud prevention department. You know, somebody just tried to spend $112 twice in the last 8 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I know! Just let me buy a hard drive.
Sometimes we just need one, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, but fraud is double plus and good, and at least you're getting it sorted. At least you're able to talk to someone.
Yeah.
I need to find a soft drive for comparison purposes.
What does Joe do for his day job? Carve pumpkins today.
I mean, for my day job currently, I'm sewing a pillow.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed artist / entertainer, I guess.
That's how that works.
Yeah, but I also do some freelance development work. Okay. So, okay, I said I'd have both of these scooped by 9:15, and I'm realizing that was a little optimistic.
Where are we at with the scooping? Have you done one already?
I'm almost done. I'm wrapping up this one. You can kind of see it's looking a lot cleaner in there. But okay.
Got 5 minutes, Joe. Speed run.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of one of those things where the closer to Halloween you get, the less careful you have to be about the scooping. Because if you don't do a good job, that's what causes rot and stuff. But realistically, 3 days out from Halloween, 4 days out, it's kind of okay to just like I'm probably at a point where I could call it, but we've got 4 hours and I've only got 3 pumpkins. So, like, granted, the last pumpkin is gigantic, but still, like, I'd rather just do a good job.
That's fair. Emily Kitty asks, what do you think about the movie Love and Monsters? Funnily enough, that was the first thing that me and Cam ever watched together. And I really enjoyed it. It was a really good movie.
I've never heard of it. What's the premise?
Basically, there was a toxic thing, and then monsters... It's an apocalypse movie, and then just giant monsters evolved out of creatures, and the giant monsters are trying to kill everybody. And there are different bunkers of humanity, and one guy's girlfriend, or who was his girlfriend, wants to go and see her because she's in another bunker, so it's about his journey to her. And it's a really great movie. It is a very great movie. So Lovecore Demon has resubscribed. Welcome back. Benson has resubscribed, and that's it, because I've already done Silent Gargle. Thank you very much for all the subs. They do mean a lot. It does help. Although they've now stopped showing up on my screen again because everything breaks.
Yay.
Everything is broken.
Okay.
B Peters has subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you will see there are sits.
Yeah. Hello, Mew.
I don't know if I have the OWO on. I don't think I have the OWO switched back on.
Okay. So I'm ready to make my first incision into pumpkin number 2. Gonna enter.
As in you've cleaned it?
Well, so the big pumpkin is the one that needs to be washed still.
Okay.
The 2 small pumpkins I cleaned. Okay. And just for reference, these are each about, I would say, like, maybe 8 inches tall, I guess.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe a foot.
That's pretty cool.
If I had an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, hold on. How tall is an iPad? They're each about as tall as an iPad. Is, like, long or wide.
Out llama-sized. There you go. About llama-sized, guys. That's. I don't know if that's helpful for anyone. It's kind of helpful for me, but maybe not for you.
Helpful for Zombie Cleo.
I mean, something has to be in this life. Oh, the OWO switch is on, but it is at 50,000 gubbins, so... Has the llama been named yet? Not yet. Oh, hi, Anna. Good to see you come back. The llama has not been named yet. I don't know what a good name would be for a llama. If you would like to suggest llama names. I mean...
What about Wrigley Field?
There's a joke there, and I'm not getting it.
It's generally considered a pretty good name. Or the Sears Tower. These are things in Chicago that locals don't want renamed.
Jeff, Charles. Good llama names have double L's. I don't agree with that, but, you know.
Oh, you could spell Charles with 2 L's. Like, put the one of the L's at the beginning, so it'd be La Charles.
So far, we've got... The thing is, when people put double L's in things, I'm close enough to Wales that I want to put the sound. So it's Larry and Cleo. Clammy and Flora.
Okay.
So, yeah. Baracolama. That is indeed stolen from Corrales.
Okay. So.
Cleo. Yeah, okay.
It almost looks like this froze overnight. It looks like there's ice crystals in here.
I
don't think it got
is it cold?
I don't think it got below freezing last night. I mean, yeah, the pumpkin's definitely cold.
Oh, Nugget. I like the name Nugget. I've never named anything Nugget except
Really?
for chickens in The Sims. I think we're gonna. I think Nugget. I think Nugget is good for me. I like the name Nugget.
So right now we're just starting the scraper around the top and working our way down to get most of the big clumps of pumpkin entrails and seeds disconnected.
Pumpkin entrails.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you make it sound so delicious.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna eat them. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
no.
I mean, there's kind of different classes of pumpkins. Like, there are some pumpkins that are bred for being tastier, and these are not those. These are bred for being good jack-o'-lanterns. They're the right color orange, the right proportions, and they have thick enough skin to carve and hold their shape, but like, no, when you go to the pumpkin patch, they have like a separate area with like, these are the good cooking pumpkins. Like, if you really want to like make a pumpkin pie, these are the ones that are bred for taste and like maximizing the amount of edible portion.
I never had a pumpkin pie.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah, that's...
What do you eat on Thanksgiving?
We eat damn colonials, is what we do.
Oh no, my soul has been condemned to hell by zombie Cleo.
Just your meat carcass. There is no way that wasn't deliberate, guys. Don't Ojo him. That was deliberate. I don't know if I'm suggesting that the mystique of Joe is that he has no concept of Thanksgiving and what it actually means. That was deliberate. That was a joke.
Yes. Yeah, you can roast the pumpkin seeds. I don't know, because of my digestive issues, I don't really I can't do them very well myself, and my daughter doesn't particularly like them, so I'm kind of not going to bother, because who else is going to eat them?
You could give them to your neighbors.
Yeah, I feel like giving some like, because keep in mind too, with like the pandemic, it's not like people go around introducing themselves these days.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey, here's a random person that you see sometimes with a small child giving you a Ziploc baggie full of pumpkins, like seeds, like that. That's, yeah, you're really gonna eat those even if you accept them. Like,
I mean, that's true. And sad.
Okay, don't spam emoji. That's a timeout.
I enjoy listening to Joe moderate his chat.
Yeah. I saw somebody. And I don't know if you want to talk about this. If you don't want to talk about this, we don't have to talk about this. But this like upset me last night. I saw somebody tweeting about how they created a Patreon to support their moderating, because they're not getting paid to moderate by the streamers they work for. And it's like, I really feel like at that point you should be getting paid by the streamers you're working for. And it's like, and they had a tier though where it's like, for $10 a month I'll moderate for you for something like 4 hours a week. And it's like, okay, 4 hours a week over the course of a month is like 16 hours a month for $10. Like, that's
insane.
That's not. I don't...
That's no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, I would like to be in a position to pay people to moderate for me, because I think it's something that should be done, but I'm just not at the moment. So thank you, my mods. I love you.
Yeah, sorry, not trying to start a labor riot here. Not trying to start a labor riot here, but like, yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, at the point where people are like, hey, I like modding for the communities I support, but I need those communities to support me directly because the moderator won't, or the streamer won't. Like, that's like a weird thing.
A weird angle to take, I'll be honest. Yeah, okay, we're picketing now. My mods are picketing now. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the streamer created a Patreon to help pay their mods. It was the mod created a Patreon because they weren't getting paid by the streamer.
That feels a little weird to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Thank you, mods, for everything that you do. Because otherwise I would have to do it myself, and then that way disaster lies.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that my streams have much lower viewership than other people's, and it's because I ban so many people because I don't have time to actually moderate, like, at the level that a dedicated moderator can. So it's like, we don't have time for this to be a teaching moment. Bye!
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. If mods are picketing, then good behaviour would be strike-breaking scabbing. Well, no, if the mods are picketing, then I have to do everything myself, which means you're going to get banned quicker. As Joe just said, you're more likely to get banned if it's me doing the moderating than if the mods are doing the moderating.
Yeah.
Because mods tend to err on the side of...
well, mods are more afraid of... Yeah, mods are more afraid of, like, protecting us in some ways, and like, oh, is that somebody who supports the stream financially? I don't know, let me, you know.
Yeah, whereas me and Joe are just like, nah.
Don't come in here, I don't have time for this, I'm working! I'm at work right now, stop!
I'm at work, stop being a pain. You know? Yeah. If you mod for your friends when you're usually watching, that's a nice thing to do. That's a nice thing to do for your friends, particularly when they're starting out. I made this into a knot. Hooray!
So Brian says, Joe, decide your designs yet? I carved my pumpkin and made it whistling. Well, that's cool. I do have a train whistle, but it's made of wood and will absorb the pumpkin juice, so I can't touch it right now. Because my hands are covered with pumpkin stuff.
It will absorb the pumpkin.
What? There is juice inside the pumpkin, Cleo.
Oh, if you're at work, maybe I should stop bothering you.
Oh, somebody says people will get... the streamer will get messages if you do a wrongful ban. Oh, yeah, apparently people have been, like, filing... What do you call those? Like, ban reviews or whatever on my Twitch channel for years. I didn't even know the functionality existed. But I looked at that and I was like, well, I'm the only one who ever bans anyone, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, well, the thing is, my mods, when they do ban someone, is usually... There's usually a discussion in my mod chat, and it's just sort of like... No, I get it. Unless it's Cam. Cam just like, nah, she wouldn't like that. Just bans them straight out of hand, which is fine, because they've never done anything that's caused me to go, oh, you shouldn't have done that. So, you know... I feel quite fortunate.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: if my mods ban you, they've got a reason, and I probably agree with them. Just so much. We like the ban appeals. Yeah, you like the ban appeals mostly because you find them funny.
Yeah, if I had time to read the ban appeals, I would have time to do a better job of not banning the wrong people. So, like, clearly you're bothering the wrong person with this.
You was barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. Does anyone else call the innards of the pumpkin its guts? Asks Null Nullity. Yeah, lots of people call them the pumpkin guts.
I think most people do, don't they? I'm not even American, and that's what I call it.
Yeah. Do we have any ideas for the pumpkin design? Well, one of these is going to be a warden's mouth, and one of these is going to be something else. I was trying to think. I thought, like, it'd be really interesting to do a Corrales face. But the problem is, I'm realizing because the eyes are in the center, like the dots are in the center of the eyes, that's hard to carve.
I love reading weak excuses in ban reviews. They are very funny. They are very funny, and particularly like, I didn't do X, Y, Z, but we've got this is exactly what you said. We've got exactly what you said from the chat from the beginning. We know exactly what you said, and we know exactly why you were banned. Why are you lying? Yeah, we're like, should we ban this person? They've been a little bit annoying, and Cleo is like, nope, gone. Yeah, pretty much. If they're annoying you guys, then I don't want them there. That's simple. You know, I'm just like, I'd rather just get rid of them. It's fine. Or it's like, no, I already banned them. Oh, okay. It was my little brother. Then you don't have adequate control over your account. You are responsible for everything that happens on your account.
Yeah.
So until you're able to control what happens to your account, you should not be in a stream.
Well, and like, you know, I've heard of cases where it's like, somebody I know who works in IT for a school system was talking about how one of the teachers' teenagers got a hold of their account, like their email account, and was like using it to send some sort of material that was not legal. And so the Google, who administers the mail system for the school district, just like basically banned that person from using the school district's email. And it's like, the school's like, well, we can't have a teacher who doesn't have an email account. Like, this is, you know, and it's like, well, you know, if she's going to use Google services, she needs to have control over, you know, what gets sent out on that. If one of her teenagers is sending out illegal stuff, then, yeah, that's evidence now. And, like, we don't want people generating evidence using Google services.
Yeah, I mean, you need to control your digital presence. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's giving the dog ate my homework, and I mean, it's basically that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if you have a company car, and your kid borrows that car without your knowledge or asking you, and gets in a wreck, or God forbid kills somebody, like, you know, you failed to secure company property, and you could be in trouble for that. That's a real thing that you could lose your job over. You could lose your job over your kid stealing the company car just because you left the keys on a table. And like, so yeah, it's dumb that you have to lock your computer when your brother is around, but you gotta lock your computer when your brother's around.
I mean, yeah,
life lessons.
I mean, when we were giving out computers to do lockdown learning, the amount of people that didn't realize they were school computers and were very limited, because we had like Chromebooks and stuff, so we limited to what, you know, the school needed it for, and they were very upset that they couldn't get the services that they wanted on that computer. And it's like, seriously, no. Raging Dave has subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see there are no exits. And Stalk the Bear has resubscribed. That's 6 months resubscription. Well done. I don't know why I'm congratulating you for that, because, but I meant to say thank you, not well done, because thank you just sounds patronising.
Well done.
No, well done sounds patronising. Shut up, Joe.
Okay. Shut up, Joe just sounds patronizing. Well done, Joe. Well done.
Joe.
Okay.
Ginger Jacob resubscribes, says clearly there are no exits as I'm still here. I mean, people have tried to find exits before, but then, you know, then they had to play a game.
Leora says there usually isn't a real brother in these stories anyway. I know that, but my point is that it's not a valid excuse even if there was.
Yeah.
Like, people assume that would be okay for some reason, but it's not.
Well, I have to remember each month to do. That's true. That's true. Well done then. For having a better memory than I ever have.
Manatee Gag says Windows key plus L. That will indeed lock your computer.
All I can hear is the scraping sounds, and it sounds like you're eating something really crunchy.
Oh yeah, I'm just slowly feasting on your soul. That's Yeah, that's why it's such a low rumble.
Oh. Where did you find it? I've been looking for that for ages.
It was under the Sha Long, which is, I think, what y'all call a chaise lounge. I don't speak French.
Neither do I. Well, that's not true. Speak a bit of French. Not enough. I speak enough to teach very small children French. The thing was, we had a teacher that had like a degree in French and like a master's in foreign languages, and everyone still came to me to translate stuff, and I'm like, you know, I just look at Google, right? And it was just sort of like, yeah, I know, but it's easy to ask you.
Then to Google it myself.
Yeah. The Wormbo resubscribes and says, well done, me. Well done. Oh, dear.
Hey, welcome, Wizard Did It. Glad you could join us.
Maznitz has subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you'll see there are no exits, and I'm really sorry about that. I've been trying to get the work done, but you know it costs a lot, and it's just you know.
It's a continuous health and yeah, you're gonna have to have like health and safety badges as your icon for like 12-month subscribers.
Libraborn has resubscribed. Well done to you as well. Can't find the exit, can find the resubscribe button. Well done, guys. To be honest, I look at how my mum Googles and understand that she couldn't find it. I wouldn't mind, but it was a Google Translate. You just Google Translate. I got really annoyed at some of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm feeling like this one's about scooped. I'm all scooped out. Okay.
You're scooped out. It is now 15 minutes, over 15 minutes later than you said you'd be done by.
Okay, but that was still, you wanted me to estimate how long it would take to do one, and I said, okay, well, I think I could get both of them done. So my estimate
really, that was your mistake.
So my point is, my per pumpkin estimate was only off by 7 minutes. What? No, I'm just saying, we got more data this way.
Yes, that's what I'm really after here, Joe. The data!
Yeah, so, okay, so, let's see. That means we started 45 minutes ago, and so each pumpkin took about 22 minutes. And I thought each pumpkin would take about 15 to scoop. So, that doesn't seem that wildly inaccurate.
No, but I am just here just to torment you, Joe.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, so on some level, I kind of think I need to get the big pumpkin before I can carve the Warden face, because I need to figure out which of these two will rest better on top of the big pumpkin. And like I said, I need to rinse the big pumpkin off first too. So Cleo, can you cover chat for like 10 minutes? While I
probably manage 10 minutes.
Cleaning pumpkin 3. I'm just gonna write on my
It's a subscription to OSHA.
BRB.
It's not a problem for me. I mean, we have our own health and safety authority, the HSA, in fact. So I'm not bound by OSHA.
Dang it! How do I click on this?
McLesley, cheer 350 says, "I just love your spirit, Cleo." Yeah, lots of people say that, but you know, then they have to deal with it forever and ever and ever. I'm sure you can manage. I can manage some people. It's fine. If I can manage Joe for 10 years, I can manage you guys for 10 minutes. Seriously. I was going to say Cleo to the HSC. Cleo has spirit. Yes, she do. Cleo got spirit. How about you? No, that's a terrible rhyme. Cleo don't got that kind of spirit. She got trauma. Cleo got trauma. Yes, she do. Cleo got trauma. I know all of you've got trauma because you're here. That's how that works. 195% proof spirit. You're not wrong. I wish you were, but you're not. Okay, I'm going to go back around the thread things. It's an even worse rhyme. That was the point, Cam. That was the point. Are you sure Joe is a lot less people than 300? Yeah, but Joe takes up enough space in the room for at least 500 people. At least. She is very generous with her trauma and spreads it around. Yes. Everyone gets a trauma. You get a trauma and you get a trauma. Everybody gets a trauma. I have trauma that affects how I cope with storms. That's valid. Your trauma is valid, as is everybody else's trauma. We validate your trauma and try to help you cope with it using dark humor. Dark humor is the best way I've found to deal with trauma. Not gonna lie. It's sad, but it's true. Shh. Thanks, Macaulay, for the 5 community gift subs. Macaulay there giving me trauma. Speaking of traumas, you got and took a job offer today. Yay! Job-related trauma. Needed that in a bit. You just like watching people make me suffer, honey. Not gonna lie, that's what you do. I find it people commenting on you specifically over in Joe's chat, knowing that you're not seeing it. It's fine. I'm sure if anything really important was said in Joe's chat. I mean, I could go and look at Joe's chat. Let's have a look. How do people feel about chips on sandwiches? I already have trauma. I don't want more. Thanks. Sorry. Prefer trauma on the side. They're talking about crisps. It's fine. It's fine. Over here, we talk about trauma. In Joe's chat, they talk about crisps. Either is valid. Unless you get crisp trauma and then it's tragedy. So it's fine. Trauma equals crisps. Only to Americans. They don't understand that crisps are just chips. In American, it's fine. I love trauma for breakfast. Well, good, because you're here, and that's what we get. That's what we have on the menu today. Trauma with a little bit of iced trauma on the side. What Americans don't matter, I see how it is. No, I didn't say you don't matter. I said you don't understand, which is completely different. Also don't matter. No. So many of my best friends are American. Of course you matter. Sadly. Crisp trauma when you pick up the wrong flavour. Yes. I mean, the trauma that I had when I was in America is just that how few flavours of crisps you have. It's just sort of like, what? No. Dark humour is like food. Everyone takes a bite. But only those who are steeped in it can really appreciate it. You can only appreciate the flavour of baked beans if you're in a bathtub full of baked beans. It's the fact. When you accidentally get barbecue chips instead of ketchup flavour, well, to be honest, if you're getting ketchup flavour, there is something wrong with you. And I approve. Look, if you don't have prawn cocktail flavour, you can't assume that you have any decent flavours. It's just the fact. Dark humour is like food. Some people... Oh, red! That's a travesty. I like it, but it's a travesty. Remember to hydrate. That is really important. Let's have a look at Joe's chat. Look, we put sprinkles on bread and call it dessert. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine here. Just enjoy everybody. It's your version of Lay's. So I'm sure. Oh, that is such a weird, stupid name for crisps. Got Lay's. Okay. Who chose that name? It's odd. Eaten bread with sprinkles once because I had nothing else to eat. I mean, fairy bread is one of those things that you look at and you think, no, love, that ain't it. That ain't it, girl. But lots of people like it. Which I understand because it's bread with sugar, but, you know. Frito-Lay's is a weirder name. Oh, there we go. In Mexico, Lay's are called Sabritas. That is a better name. It's better than even Walker's. Ever had a whisker in your nose? As in, do you think I grow a moustache? Or, like, are you talking about cats? Because if it's cats, then yes. If you think I have a moustache, then also yes. So, Zweifel is the most known here. The guy who founded the company, Herman Lay. It's a really bad name. That's a name that you should change. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Bone Bites, for the 10 community gift subs. And I don't expect jump scares on this stream, so thank you.
Yay, jump scares.
Yay, jump scares. I should be doing an Outlast stream either today if I can shake the tiredness, or tomorrow if I can't. But yeah, Cam put on another for 100 gift subs. He's put on something terrifying. So
but you don't know what it is.
I have no idea what it is. But it's designed to make me scream, so
It's probably just me doing the Jobo voice.
Jello! Oh no, Jello!
Yeah, no, it's just it's just me saying, Cleo, you realize that your mic has been on in Discord for the last 12 hours, right?
Oh, that would be terrifying. I don't think I could have.
So, Cleo, just if you look over at my stream briefly, you can see for
I'm just
scale.
showing that I can't hurt myself with this needle.
Gotcha. I'm about to I'm gonna lift the camera up a little bit.
Okay. I'm here for it, Joe. I'm here for it.
Just to give you a sense of the different scale of the pumpkins.
It's a hidden Mickey. But yes, I understand.
Is that a haunted mansion reference?
Oh no! It's just in Disneyland. There's all these hidden Mickeys dotted around the park.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna temporarily move at least one of these smaller ones out of the way so I can get this big one under the camera here. This thing is significantly larger than the other one. You can see my Minecraft mouse pad here. Let's see. Let's get this one out of the way. I realized in order to figure out which one is going to do a better job of being the Warden's head, I need to actually probably size it in response to the Warden's body. Or, like, I need to pick which one based on the actual shapes and how they'll balance. There's kind of two options, too, for how I could do it. I can cut off the stem and rest it directly on top. Or I can cut a hole in the Warden's face one and have the stem holding it up, like staking it in.
I have no concept of this.
Okay. I'm thinking, though, realistically, the better bet would be to cut through the stem here.
Mini Cheese Mouse gifted 100 biddies and says, yay, it's a Cleo and Joe stream. Hey, Joe, how much of the cookie house has been eaten? Also, Cleo, I love your merch. That's a good question.
There is one wall of the cookie house left.
I thought you said you weren't going to let her eat all of it.
Well, that was before I realized I could put it in the freezer. I thought there was no way she could space it out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it's going to go bad before. But I microwave a bit of it every night. What? Yeah, and then I also since that stream was such a big fundraiser or such a winner financially, I also took her out to get a new winter coat, and so she's very excited about that. I'm not going to say what it looks like because it's not good to like tell people what your kids' clothes look like so they're more easily identifiable. But so yeah, she did get a nice coat out of that, which is nice because like when I was a kid, we always had like ratty hand-me-down coats, you know, and not that like the alternative would have been her having one of those, but you know,
it is what it is. I understand. The joys of Joe soaring.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
I came, I soar.
That's something you should talk about in private, Joe.
I conquered.
That's even worse, Joe.
Veni Vidi pumpkin and all that.
I'm pretty sure it would be a gourd in Roman language instead of a pumpkin. Because they didn't have them.
They were really big on gore.
Me too.
I realized I should have been cutting counterclockwise because that allows me to cut away from myself continuously, which is safer. Okay.
Neither me, neither me.
So
Came, I got ratted, I threw up.
So even though this pumpkin is what do you call it? A lot bigger. It doesn't necessarily have that much more seeds and guts inside of it because once again it wasn't bred for that. So this would not be necessarily great for making a pie with.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on that one because I will never make a pumpkin pie.
I don't know why you're so down on yourself, Cleo. You could do a lot of things if you put your mind to it.
You sound like my teachers.
Yeah.
They should tell you a lot about me. That's cool.
Yeah. What is... Yeah, I was going to say, which parts of me are even in frame?
Like zero? Like your fingertips, I think.
Yeah, it's like... Well, no, my arms are in frame because I'm standing up now. Because this pumpkin is taller. I mean, I could sit, I guess. This is kind of going to work. Whew, boy.
I find it interesting how Americans breed pumpkins just for decorations and different ones for eating. I mean that's just because of the commodification of Halloween, isn't it?
Well, I mean, we do the same thing with pine trees. We have some we breed for lumber and some we breed for Christmas trees.
I thought pineapple. So...
Oh, not pineapple trees, no. No, we don't breed those for Christmas.
I mean, we could. We could. Actually, not that one. I'm going to do it here.
The thing is, this isn't a scooper per se, this is a scraper. Hey, thank you, Mouse Mac, for tipping 5, who says, expand Joe, question mark? Well, not quite.
Joe.
Well, I'm just going to knock into everything here. This is hard to hold with a bunch of pumpkin on my hands, but that puts us 12 away from the next base gamer expansion. Thank you so much, Mouse Mac. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Metu Salem, for resubscribing for 7 months. It's not appeared on my screen, so... Yay, technology is busted.
Somebody says, did I get the mouse pad at a store? Nope, this is from Minecon. It was in the gift bag. You can't actually see it. It says the word Minecon right here, though. It was in the gift bag from the first Minecon in Las Vegas.
Christmas pineapple.
I'm not sure I believe in Christmas pineapples. This could also be the premise of a Peanuts special. It's the great Christmas pineapple, Charlie Brown.
I don't feel like I know enough about peanuts to
That's okay.
comment on this.
You don't really need to, really.
I mean, no, I suppose. Oh, no. This is the longest thread I think I've ever worked with, but because it's a child's project, I'm okay with that.
I feel like something is vibrating on the desk when I scrape, and I can't tell what's making the noise.
It's just you, Joe. It's just you making that noise. I'm glad to substitute a well-decorated pineapple for a tree. And that's why you are the way you are, Red. That's
Okay.
why you are the way you are.
It's definitely my monitor. Well, everything is vibrating. This is a lot of effort is going into this exertion, and force is being conducted down through the pineapple, down through the pumpkin, back up through the table, into the monitor stand.
Yes, the pink needle came with the project. It's more annoying than a regular needle, so of course I'm using it.
Okay, I'm trying to use the mouse left-handed, so I can say thank you to David for tipping 12. Can I reach the abacus left-handed? I've got one hand in the pumpkin. Okay, so let's see. Thank you, David, for tipping 12. Boom. That is going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion milestone. So, oh my gosh, mouse left-handed is not my strong suit, Cleo. Here we go. Oh no, I just dragged the wrong layer. Yeah, Yeah, that was the drawing layer. Okay, where's my face camera layer? Yay! Expand. Yay!
Yay! Joe is bigger now.
Yay! I grew and
It's
grew and
not
grew.
obnoxiously bigger.
Yeah.
That comes later.
Oy, oy. Dang it, I am
going to be.
knocking into
Sorry.
everything here. No, you go on.
I was going to say I am going to be glad when like the Halloween stuff goes away and the Christmas stuff actually comes. The Christmas craft stuff gets done more competently because they're obviously waiting for Halloween to be over, even over here. One hand in a pumpkin and the other hand doing math. The stream isn't rated mature. Wow. I mean, I did go to IKEA the other day, and they're selling Christmas houses, but with no
like a gingerbread house type of thing.
Yeah. So, but not with icing or anything. So I'd have to make my own icing, which
You can buy icing in a different store though, like a grocery store would have icing.
Maybe.
Like they sell little tubes of it with like a little funnel spout or whatever that you like squeeze it like.
Maybe.
If you just go to the baking section, like I mean, they do this in America. I can't imagine that this is not something that people in Britain would want too. Is pre-made icing.
And tell how often I ice my cakes.
I don't really bake a lot of cakes.
I don't. I used to. I don't anymore. Because it's like I don't work anywhere. I would have to. I would have to eat them all myself, and that way lies diabetes. You went to the Blue Box of Dreams, Mini Cheese Mouse cheering 10 biddies. Thank you very much. I did go to the Blue Box of Dreams. Although it was during half term, so substitute dreams for nightmares, and we're almost there.
Benjamin Harmon says that England does have pre-made icing.
Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know.
But yeah,
What's my...
Oh, go on.
Go on.
My daughter actually asked me. She's like, "Can you make a gingerbread house for Christmas?" And I'm like, the thing is, like the cookies in that. So I've eaten a little bit of that chocolate cookie house. Like the cookie isn't actually that bad, right? But I don't think gingerbread tastes good, even when it's fresh. And, like, I don't think it's gonna age well in the freezer, either, you know?
Yeah. The thing is, gingerbread is all about the snap. And I do like gingerbread. But, you know, it's a personal taste thing.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, it would be more beneficial probably for me to figure out how to like get a cookie sheet and bake this kind of chocolate, like rigid cookie, and make a custom Christmas house with that. Then, but maybe I'll just make it with gingerbread because who cares? She's the one eating it anyway. Like if she likes gingerbread and I don't, it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
I don't think she knows if she likes gingerbread. And so I'm a little worried about wasting a lot of food there. I say as I empty a whole pumpkin into the trash.
But we've established that is a decorative pumpkin.
Yeah,
not
it
a
is
food pumpkin.
it is a decorative and not a food pumpkin, but yeah. I mean, in theory, you could eat it if you prepared it properly. But
That's true.
Cristobal wants to know, did I make friends with Cleo just in Hermitcraft? Nope, Cleo and I were friends before Hermitcraft even existed.
We were. Yay!
Yay, Cleo.
Yay, friendship!
Mm-hmm. Okay. What if I reach?
Yeah. Joe was the one that got me on Hermitcraft in the first place. So because they invited Joe on for some reason and not me.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I would have probably been more insistent that they bring both of us on at once if I had if I was like more confident that it wasn't just a scam that was going to fall apart. Like I had never heard of anybody there, really.
I mean, yeah, no.
And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to sign away any of my intellectual property. I'm not going to, because like I thought it, like in webcomics back in the day, there were all these like, oh yeah, we'll host your comic, but you just need to sign this contract and then we get all the rights to your, characters and all this other stuff. I was like, no, like, okay, you're not going to get the rights to my videos. You're not going to get this. You're not going to get that. Like, no, we just want to make videos together. And I'm like, then why are you inviting me? I don't know you. You don't know. What is going on? Like, but like, yeah, if I had known that it was going to be a legitimate venture that had legs, I would have been like, I should have pushed to have you on there. But like, I didn't want to intensify the risk by spreading it to other people, right? It's like, hey, Cleo, let me tell you about this thing I'm not sure about. It might be a scam somehow.
I mean, yeah, it was a case of I knew Hermitcraft was a thing because of, like its instigation. I knew that, how do I put this? Its inception itself was dodgy to me.
Yeah.
But you and I both know the history there.
We've outlasted that, and the people involved with that are gone.
Yes. Hermitcraft is not dodgy anymore. I mean, it's got me on it, so it's a little bit dodgy, but
yeah.
Relatively speaking, like everyone else is fine. It's just me that's the problem, which is the story of my life.
It's like, welcome to Hermitcraft. We need $300 for the server.
We never used to pay for the server. We do now. So.
Yeah, we do now, but like that was one of the things where it's like when we invited Gem and Pearl, it was like right before the server bill was due. It's like, okay, yeah, you guys don't have to pay for this. Like, it's opt-in, but everybody who can afford to is chipping in a few $100s.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
And I was kind of like, ooh, that's a red flag. Although at this point, like, I mean, now Hermitcraft is established enough. Like, they knew we weren't just, messing with them, or we don't need to shake them down for a few $100s to stay afloat, right?
Yeah, but no, I was wary of it because of how it started. And then once the problematic people were gone, and you said, do you want to join Hermitcraft? Because I was about to give up Minecraft videos when you asked me, and I thought, you know what, if I give it a year and see how it goes, and if I like these people, then what have I actually lost? And it turned out I liked the people on the server.
Yeah, we had a good bunch that season 2 really...
It kicked off properly.
Yeah, I mean, and I like season 1 wasn't bad or anything, but it was definitely we were figuring a lot of things out.
Yeah. A few hundred each. That's a high-end server. To be fair, it's not a few hundred. It's like 100-ish. You know, maybe slightly more. But it is a high-end server because it has to be.
Yeah, it's a ludicrously good Xeon with single core performance and stuff.
Yeah.
And we also have to pay, you know, and we're also paying for backups and stuff. But...
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of it's our job.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the other thing is that
Hermitcraft is our job.
Yeah, and not everybody chips in every time either. It's if you can afford it. So it's not. It's not like, okay, divide that by 20, like necessarily. But yeah, some years I think it was only like £60 or whatever, which is about $100. But
I mean, I had to sit out a couple of years because I wasn't making enough. Mm-hmm. And people were fine with that.
Yeah, nobody. That was why it was opt-in. Like, bizarrely, I could always afford to chip in, even though my channel was one of the smallest, because, like, I was like, well, what's the point of having this day job if I can't, you know, help, you know, chip in? That was like my way of making me feel better about sticking around at the day job longer. Yeah. It's using that money toward things.
Season 2 was great. Oh, great. I remember you swear at Mumbo and call him a child. I never called him a child. I said he was a fetus. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And Mumbo was very young at the time. And I was in my 30s. So, you know. I mean, it's been nice to watch Mumbo grow. As somebody who came on at the exact same time as Mumbo did. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But I was always kind of wary because he was, what, 17?
Yeah, I didn't know he wasn't 18, and, like, we were talking about inviting somebody on who wasn't 18, and I was like, oh, I'm not really comfortable with us, like, inviting anybody who's not 18, and everyone's like, oh, Mumbo just turned 18. I'm like, what?
Well,
okay.
That's kind of why I...
It's too late for me to do anything about that. I missed that meeting.
Well, you see, for me it was dodgy because of my job, so I was just like, I'm going to be friendly to Mumbo, but I am going to stay away.
Oh, yeah, because you can't be, like, doing stuff with kids online or whatever.
Yeah, and, like, technically in the UK he's not a child, but...
It's still not ideal.
Yeah, so I you know, was friendly, but like, stayed away.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's fine. It's fine. I will just deal with it however I have to. So, and I did, and it was fine. We're fine. Someone in a group on like Hermitcraft who's underage seems iffy. I mean, but back then it was just people playing together on a server.
I don't think. See, that's the other thing is back then, like, none of us were doing it as a job.
Yeah.
Like when season 2 started, I don't think anybody had gone full time on YouTube, on the Hermitcraft server.
No, I think X went during season 2.
Yeah, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if it's, you know, a non-profit artists commune or something, like, and there's an up-and-coming, promising young artist, it's like, okay, we'll let them hang out with us and do fun stuff, like, you know. But it
sounds mature in his videos. Well, yeah, now he's, what, like 27?
Yeah.
You know. It's just how it goes now.
Yeah, Amberwood says they have a mixer that looks like it's for stirring paint you can use to clean out the pumpkins by attaching to a drill. I saw one of those the other day and was just like, okay, it's too late for me to get one of those this year. But honestly, the other thing is, too, things that use a drill on stream, I would have to mute the mic, and I'm too lazy to, like, do that. I don't want to.
Why don't you just get like a hand mixer?
Well, that would still make a lot of noise. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, a hand mixer, like an egg beater type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a great question. For one thing, it wouldn't be long enough. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this is
yeah, it's quite deep.
Yeah. So like the thing that goes on the drill has like an 8-inch to a foot rod before you get to the thing.
There.
So
Sylph of Pens has resubscribed. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Cleo is not my homie. We don't share the same hometown.
No. He is not my bro. We are just people that manage to find each other in YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, YouTube is why we became friends.
Mm-hmm.
So... one of those things. It's just like people go, yeah, hunt out people your own size to form a channel, and I think we did. I think that's exactly what we did. You know, and that's why.
Well, I mean, we didn't like seek each other out though. Like, we were kind of match made or whatever.
I mean, we sought out other people, and they sort of put us together, kind of thing.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know, I didn't really intend to do a lot of collaborations on YouTube. That was never, like, my goal originally was just to practice being funny by myself and doing single-player stuff. But it was Vex that kept being like, hey, let's do this thing with Paws and Zisto and Cleo and whatever. And that was part of why, when I was invited to join Hermitcraft, I was like, why are you inviting me to this? Because, like, I'd never done anything with a big group on YouTube ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, so I don't know.
I get to stuff. Get to stuff. Get to stuff. Let's shove in stuffing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, enjoy your studies, Cristobal. What's that for in the pumpkin? What's that dot for in the pumpkin? Oh, that is the bottom of the pumpkin. It apparently was partially bored through at some point. But anyway, yeah, that wasn't like man-made by me anyway.
Stream heard there was a llama pillow. There is indeed a llama pillow.
Okay, so if we're gonna get started on this pattern for the Warden, let's see, that seems like a safe enough place to turn this up. We want the Warden's belly stomach thing. Stomach mouth. I looked at pictures of it earlier, and ideally should have an art reference up now, too.
I mean, that would help.
Yeah, and I gotta clean my hands. Fine. I'll pull up an art reference.
I'm not judging you, Joe. It's just everyone else.
I know. Everyone else is
judging you through me.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
I am the judgment.
Yeah, it's that when you need urgent judgment,
Leo will
go to the
provide.
source. Okay. Let me put down this. Oh, this trash can is now incredibly heavy from all the pumpkin guts. Pick up the pumpkin seeds on the floor, too.
I thought of it earlier. I've been trying to get you a voice box for the llama. It fits so easily. I mean, I doubt this is the only one of these that I'm going to... Well, not. It's going to be the only llama I do, but, you know.
Okay.
It's probably not going to be the only soft toy I make on stream.
So, I'm going to open a new window, and I'm going to type in Minecraft. I put the keyboard way out of the way because I didn't think I was going to need it.
That is a nice looking llama right there. Thank you. I bought the kit myself. Do I have any luck? Oh, the yeah. I know what's going on here.
Okay. So,
You know, pillow stuffing in a turkey, but no, that sounds gross. I need to be careful with this.
if I could find my blue glow sticks to put inside of this would look really good. Excuse me.
That does sound cool. Going to a craft convention this Saturday. You're so excited. That sounds amazing. It sounds like something I want to go to.
I'm going to a pinball convention this Saturday.
That sounds like fun, but not something I would like to go to.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm going to buy a bunch of pinball parts that I can reference when I work on my pinball machine and Minecraft concept. Which might be years from now. Who knows when we'll reboot the server, but in the very least, I'll already have the parts on hand.
That's the main thing.
I'll get the
Already having
expense.
the parts.
Yeah, I'll get the expense out of the way this tax year. Okay.
Hope Hermitcraft sticks around for another season.
Seasons of love. Okay. So the way that it's like open rib cage thing seems to look, it's like, how many pixels tall is that? 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. So that's 7.
Really Thank you. I bought the kit myself.
So it's 12 pixels high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I kind of want to just freehand this.
You know nothing will ever go wrong when you freehand.
Yeah, I know. So let's see. It's gonna be.
You make this type of stuff often or not? Not really, but you know, we're now doing this together every Wednesday. So I mean, I've got like a unicorn blanket kit. Hang on, see if I can get a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got felty polar bear kit. So, like I'm saying, is like if I have a good craft stream money-wise, I go to the craft store and then I buy stuff. You know, just to do on the stream, because you might as well reinvest in what works.
Mm-hmm. So if I go to here, by across, and then I go 3. Can I fit going 3 times that down? It's gonna be tight, but I can do it. So it's gonna go down to here.
Any cheese mouse chip biddies? I have a few online friends that I never met IRL. Some people find that odd, that you can chat to someone for 10 plus years and never. Well, I've known my best friend online for like 20 years and we've never met. So.
Yeah, Cleo and I haven't met.
No. Something that annoys Joe.
Yeah. I like meeting people. Cleo does not like meeting people.
No, I like hanging out with people, but I don't like meeting people because, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm telling both me and Joe are concentrating at this point.
Yeah, sorry. This is... Yeah, I'm using a push pin to mark where I'm gonna cut. Like, sometimes little kids, they'll use like markers, but then you got marker all over your pumpkin. You don't want that. It doesn't look good. So I just poke little holes with the push pin where I think the corners are of where I'm gonna be cutting. Right.
Right.
Okay.
That makes sense. Hello, Kitty Cat Gaming. Meg says she's got a group of online friends that I've known and consider family for 10 years now. Yeah. I mean, just because people are online doesn't mean that, you know, you're not friends. It just means it's a different kind of friendship.
So this is gonna go to there, to here.
Right.
Sorry, I'm like, I am.
It's
actually
okay. I'm in the
concentrating.
same position. I'm trying to.
Okay, I think I'm ready to knock out. I'm gonna try doing half of this, and then see how it looks, and then I will salvage the other half if I need to.
That works.
So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come. Okay, I think in order to do a pumpkin this big on camera, I'm gonna stand over it and carve through the.
That makes sense.
still can't see it because in order for me to see the... Okay. What if I do it... I'm hitting the camera is the problem.
Yeah, that seems to be a problem. That is not good.
You don't want to do that.
I mean, no, cameras are relatively expensive. This is probably not advised.
No.
Llama. How about no? How do we animate Nugget to get to the spooky street? Can't we animate it? It was never alive.
Is any of this on camera at all? Dang it. This is just such a it's just such a large pumpkin. Dang it.
It is. It is.
So we're carving out the second of its like rib teeth here.
So which one of your kitties is most likely to steal the llama? Probably Atlas. It's a very Atlas thing to do.
So there's a gap between the second and third rib teeth that's wider.
Mm-hmm.
Which is right there.
Okay, now we've got to squidge it to get stuff where it belongs. So we need to pad out that booty. Okay. Llama pillow is stitched, but now it needs stickers on it for some reason. So I've got pink, white, and yellow stickers.
Lolo.
Lolo! Hey!
Lolo, lolo.
Lolo, lolo. So, I'm assuming they're stickers.
Okay.
Oh no, they're not stickers. They are glued? They're glued. They are glued. Okay. That's a bit odd, I suppose.
What are they exactly? Or
They're
what?
little dots.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they're not required to be sewed on or whatever, so they're not like choking hazards for babies.
I mean, this isn't a baby's pillow. It's got an age range, so...
Yeah. I'm sure that they're gonna assiduously, check that. Or perfidiously, I don't know. Just whatever.
It is whatever, Joe. It is indeed whatever.
I'm kind of freehanding the mirror image of this because it's...
It's pink, lilo, white. Okay, I can do that. Plus 3 years, everyone, because of choking hazard. I mean, it's smart. If there was, a real choking hazard, you'd want it on there. Yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow. White. I think being over 3 is going to stop me from choking. They're very much mistaken.
So
Make it almost sound like a challenge to choke.
at this point, we've got the overall shape carved out reasonably well, I think. To actually extract it, I'm going to go ahead and cut into the main part a little bit.
That seems like a good plan.
Here to relieve some pressure on the chest cavity. Here we go. Now to look more dramatic.
You are very dramatic, Joe.
I know. Okay, these teeth might actually stop it from popping out properly, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'm cutting on the internal part of this.
Too much glue used. Too much glue. Hydrate, everybody hydrate. It's really important. You're at Target right now and there's already Christmas stuff there. Yeah, that is a problem. I mean, are there any good Christmas like craft kits is the question. That's the important thing. Because I was trying to get a Halloween one and it was busted to heck.
Oh no!
So, which is why we're doing llama.
You have proper craft stores too, though. It's not all Target.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, this one particular one was at Target. Well, it was at Sainsbury's, but not, same difference.
Cut away from us. More cutting away from us.
And there we go. That is how you make a llama pillow from a kit. Teeny tiny plushy llama, teeny tiny plushy llama, teeny tiny plushy llama, teeny plush. Although I do probably leave the gooch dry. He's cute. You made that from a baby fox. Yes, that's how that works.
Okay. So this is roughly the shape of the Warden's rib cage. I'm not sure if turning off the light there will help or hurt.
Probably not.
But what I was gonna do, so I was gonna put a light inside. I'm realizing I don't have any good light sources. But yeah, so if I illuminate it from within here with my phone, you see it kind of, it's the busted chest cavity of the Warden.
Right. Ah, I see what you're doing here.
And so then, yeah, and I can kind of turn it a few angles. You can see the chest teeth or whatever. So if I put it, yeah, I mean, this is going to look creepy and weird even if you don't know what it is, right? Which is, I think, a good Halloween thing. Because, like, the Minecraft, like, doing the creeper, it's like, well, that's cool, but, like, the person has to kind of know what a creeper is, for it to work. So I guess the question is, oh, wait, which pumpkin? What if I bypass the lid entirely here and just see which of the two pumpkins can rest better directly just in this thing.
Crevice.
Yeah, crevice. And like what I'd probably end up doing is using one of my wooden kebab skewers to actually secure it in place once. But I want it to naturally, I want to see which of the two pumpkins like naturally just will kind of stay, so that like this one's actually pretty okay. Okay, so let's see about the other one too. Next pumpkin.
And that is the needle with all the glue on it. I'm just trying to figure out what I should be doing next. But you got at least half an hour on those pumpkins, probably close to an hour.
Well, usually we go for about 4 hours, and we're halfway through. So I was assuming.
No, we don't usually go for about 4 hours. We went for 4 hours one time.
No, we went for 5 hours one time. We usually go for 3.5 to 4. It's only 2 hours either way. So I feel like I brought the right amount of stuff to work on. Okay.
Okay. So here's the question, guys. It's up to chat. Stabbing or unicorns? That's your choice, chat. Stabbing or unicorns?
Okay. So I can actually carve out part of... I can carve out part of the front of this one so this other pumpkin rests better in it without losing too much.
Stabbing has won. Okay, let's stab for a bit. I've never stabbed before. So, I don't know how it's going to go.
This is the, what do you call it, Kit?
Felting.
Felting, yeah. I knew there was a verb for it. I just couldn't remember what it was. Okay, so to better have that rest in there, I'm gonna do a... Why am I using my left?
Oh, you surely stabbed before. No, I've never stabbed anything before.
Okay. And we can...
This is the start of my Christmas. I'm going to need to go and get some Christmas stuff, I think.
Okay.
Right. Got a bit of thing, and I've got whatever these things are. Alright. I've got white thread. I've got burlap.
Mm-hmm.
I've got coloured felt.
Okay, this is gonna work.
White felts. A buddy of mine makes felt sculptures with the stabby. And I've got this, which I'm assuming is some form of template. Using the template included, trace the shapes onto the fabric sheet and cut them. Divide main fur colour into 3 equal piles. Take one body shape, wrap in roving, which is this stuff. It's roving.
Oh, roving.
And then hold whilst gently stabbing in a downward motion with the felting needle to adhere the wool to the fabric shape. Do not stab too hard. The more you felt, the firmer your body will be.
Is that like muscle growth?
I guess.
Oh wait,
Okay.
maybe the firmer the body of the thing you're felting, not your physical body.
No. I'm pretty sure it means my physical body.
Oh, okay.
So, I gotta make 3 of these bodies. 3 of these, like more than 3 of these legs, like lots of legs. Because the legs are in, I don't know, stuff.
Okay. So, in order for me to figure out where the frown needs to be on this. Okay, I've got the 2 pumpkins situated on top of each other. Like so. I need to, like, the frown on this guy is pretty big.
It takes forever. Yeah.
Oh no,
Still probably be done before Joe is. Yeah, bodybuilding on stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when you talk about doing bodybuilding stuff and those advertisements around the server, are you talking about like actually like doing streams where you yell at us while we exercise, like in real life?
No, I mean I can do that if that's
Is
what
that-
you want. What I'm actually doing is suggesting that I teach people how to build arm stand stuff.
Oh.
That's what the sculpting part was about.
Oh, I thought you were gonna sculpt my, already fantastic physique to be even more perfect somehow. I misunderstood. But okay. So, out of curiosity, Cleo, if you were gonna make Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead 2, or like, how would you What would you use to make the chainsaw blade? Would you use like stone pressure plates or something? Like a line of stone pressure plates?
You could do that.
You don't sound
What I would
impressed with that
probably
idea,
do.
though.
What I would probably do is like something like a stone pressure plate with what do you call them? Iron bars along it.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
So it's got teeth.
Okay. Is this on camera remotely?
Kitty, no.
At all?
Kitty, no.
Okay. So
Shut up, cat.
this side is gonna align with that, and this side is gonna align with that.
No kitty.
And
No cookies.
we're gonna have the
Which is good
lowest
because you shouldn't have cookies because you're a
part of
cat.
the frown be like here, and like here. I'm gonna actually do the carving in a way the camera can see, but I need to have this on top of the other pumpkin so I can kind of align the torso and the frown to make sure they're the right size, right?
You happy now?
I'm always happy.
Yeah, she just knocked a whole bunch of stuff over
Oh no.
because she wants desperately attention. Because really, that's all the cat wants. That's all the cats want.
So they say. This is a big frown, actually.
Hello. Come here. Come here. Cuddles. Cuddles. Better cuddles.
Like, basically, this mouth should be just way huger. Like, it's like half the size of the thing's head, really. I'm serious. Like, on the so like that means for it to work proportionally, it needs to be half the size of the pumpkin's head, almost, right?
Makes sense to me.
So I'm gonna go from there, and then it's gonna go up to about here. Come across to maybe there.
No kitty.
Okay. I feel like I've got this well enough in hand. Quick reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat, and we are currently 20 away from the next face camera expansion. I'm realizing I don't have the right link to copy and paste. Okay.
These are not fabric scissors.
Oh no.
You have fabric scissors. I'm not getting them off of burlap though.
Yeah, I would not recommend wasting your good fabric scissors on burlap. Okay. So, we're going to take the head off here. Oh, I did find the push pin eventually. Let's move this big old lid over this way. And now we can carve this one. That's even less aligned.
Let's get started with the stabbing. Okay, I'm going to read some more instructions.
I'll turn this sideways so y'all can see the progress so far. Although, actually, it won't.
Divide the main fur colour into two.
Never mind. It's gonna go on its. Oh wait. What are the pumpkins becoming? We are making a Minecraft Warden. Okay.
That's approximately 3 bits. They are indeed children's school scissors. They can cut paper though. This is what we're working with. This is the roving. Wrap a small. Right. Take one body shape, wrap in roving, and hold. So. Wrap this in roving. I don't know if that's the head or not. Feels like that should be the head. Okay. Right, so I have wrapped that body in roving. Where are the stabbing needles? I think these are my stabbing needles.
Okay, we're gonna need to smooth that off because it shouldn't be that distinctly.
Keep what your fingers away from the. I'm there. Don't worry. It hurts when you stab. Ask me how I know. Okay.
So now we have.
It does hurt when you stab yourself.
The Warden's torso and the Warden's sad face. So I've been thinking about how I could show this.
It sounds like he's taking damage.
I sound like I'm taking damage. The Doom guy. Okay, so I think the best way to show this is going to be to put it in front of the green screen here.
I don't quite understand how it's getting firmer, but it is.
Oh, so it was talking about the art and not your body.
Okay. Where's my llama pillow? I figured out a way to use my llama pillow.
Oh, it's already getting used. Wow. Okay. So.
There we go.
Okay. I kind of want to get Cleo. I'm gonna put an AFK thing up while I go get pumpkins getting lights to show Warden.
They get more and more interlocked as you stab it. Okay, so I just need to stab it in a reasonable way.
Cleo, I will be right back if that's okay.
Okay, that's fine. Fibers being pushed into bending through the mash rather than all being in a line. Okay. Derekin resubscribed for 3 months, saying loving every minute. La 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 la. Stabby, 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 stabby. However, that is a bit too much. It will get into the stabby llama. That's why there's barbs on the needle. Oh, I can feel them. I can feel them. I used to use a sponge. I mean, I do have a cushion that I don't use anymore, which might be a good thing to use instead of like the llama that I just made. So if I wanted to bring this further in, I'll end up fluffing Nugget. Yeah, that's what I figured. I crochet. Or at least I have in the. I'm gonna get that cushion. I'll put stabby llama down. Those barbs are also really nasty bites. Nasty, stab yourself. Yeah, I got that. Like, cushion I never use. Oh, where is Fluff Monster gone? There.
I am back, Cleo, and I think I am ready to show the Warden pumpkin. I'm gonna adjust the camera angle. And now it's upside down, which I didn't factor in.
I'm trying to find my mouse so I can...
Let me,
No. Not
rotate the screen 180 degrees.
My craft mat would be the best option, you think?
That's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Now I'm upside... Cleo, now I'm rotated 180 degrees. This is...
Well, you see, that's a
not
problem.
better. Yeah, transform. Unlock this... Dang it, I have too many layers here. Okay, transform, rotate 180 degrees. And then let's erase all of the thing here. Boom. You can see the Warden pumpkin there. You can't?
No. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It's upside down.
No, give it a second. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it.
I'm fixing it.
I'm getting rid of the extra light.
Stabby stabby is indeed therapeutic.
See, chat? It's a Warden pumpkin. Get the other distractions out of the way. And I can move this closer. In theory, I shouldn't move it with the pumpkins stacked on top of each other. But when have I ever been one for good judgment? I'll take these out.
You're friends with me.
Not helping. Ooh, spooky. Warden prayer circle here. Wooshi says fantastic. Hunter Colony says it looks really good. Clarky says looks great, Joe. Benjamin Harmon says looks good.
Does look good.
Thank you.
You're doing well.
Yeah, I think this works pretty well. Badger Spanner says it's so good. Thank you. And I haven't even, like, in theory, I could put a wig on top of it to represent the thing or whatever on them, but I think we're okay. Also, I wonder if I can make it darker in here if I flip these the opposite way. Ooh, blinds. Yeah, that looks pretty okay, I think. I can lower this again here to get a better, like, more heads-on view.
Nice needle fluffage going on. I'm... It's going to take a while, is all I'm saying. But, you know, I like the idea of stabbing things to make them pretty.
You know, I'm realizing what I should maybe do. I was trying to figure out how to get the camera so it was behind me. What I should maybe do is use this little table here as my carving table for the last pumpkin, rather than looking down at it. Y'all could be looking over my shoulder.
Maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. Somebody says, oh, the pumpkin is green screened in the webcam. That's funny. I hadn't realized that. Hold on. If I lift it up here. Yeah, 2 views of the pumpkin. This is nightmare fuel for somebody.
I mean, for you, Joe, maybe?
Oh, no, I'm good.
For you. Good.
This is nice. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. People are saying I'm not sure that I would recognize it as the Warden. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's still so new in the game. But, like, you know, I've nailed the core features. I've got the ribs. The other thing is the camera angle. You're not necessarily getting the full visual experience, the 3-dimensional information, like if you saw it.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
You know. But yeah, look, rah, I am the Warden.
He is the Warden, Joe. He is. You be that Warden.
Look at me.
Be the Warden you want to see in the world.
Look at me. I am the Warden now. Roar. But yeah, it didn't occur to me that I could use this as a puppet.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no.
Hello, whoa, Cleo, whoa. I am the Warden. The Warden. The Warden.
Oh, Warden.
Oh, Warden. Oh, Warden. Oh, Warden. Bum, bum, bum.
Do you have any real level gloves? No, I do not. This is fine. This is fine. I'm only stabbing myself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
Joe's Warden is the forbidden spherical shape.
So, yeah, that leaves one pumpkin left to go. Whoa. Dang it.
Oh no.
It's a good thing there's no O's in begins. Otherwise, it begins would be.
No O's yet.
Yeah. So, in some ways, I really want to rest on my laurels and just keep this pumpkin in frame while I work on the other part. But I need to go get a second. I've got a second little end table like this that I use for displaying things on stream. But I've got to go brush everything off it and bring it into the room. So, Cleo, can you excuse me again while I once again mute and go grab something?
That's okay. I'm just happy stabbing like forever.
Okay.
It is begun. Well done, future cats. You may stay. That was your first tweet. Not first tweet, first chat, and you may now stay. That's fine. It's gonna be a slightly rosé ice bay. You have little to no faith in me. Look, I'm just stabbing its bottom because I am good. I'm good at this. Shut up, I'm good. Yes. Yes, I can stay. Oh no. I have to stop and have a drink. Very rude poll, Cam. Just saying. Very rude, but very important, I think. I feel like it needs more poof. It's already relatively solid. It's not very solid, but relatively so. Why haven't I tried this before? You have returned with kick. Yay. Okay.
Hey,
I
Cleo.
feel like it needs some more bum.
Guess what?
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Cleo. So, you know how I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go grab this real quick. I'm sure it's just got some papers on it that I can brush off or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so it's got precariously atop it a bunch of papers, but also a bunch of Halloween decorations, and then below that a printer that was plugged in. And I'm like, dang it.
For God's sake, Joe.
Yeah. So now every other surface that was available has those things on them. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move the pumpkin we're actively carving into the foreground while the Warden slips back into the darkness.
Arrowkin has resubscribed with loving every minute. I may have done that one before. It feels like I did, but you know.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are y'all good with the low light? I feel like I've actually got enough contrast in here that this is going to work anyway. But I can turn the ring light back on, actually. Whoa. Even at a low level, the ring light puts out a lot of light. It turns out hundreds of LEDs is a lot of LEDs.
Okay. Look at that, Joe.
Yeah, I know,
Who
right?
would have thought?
I know.
Except for everyone ever.
Everyone ever.
And me!
Yep, quick reminder, we are 20 away from the next face camera expansion. And tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills. Alrighty. The low light makes the glow sticks pop. Yeah, I do wish I had a shorter glow stick to have in this top one here. But this is just what I've got on me. So. Yeah, not much I can do with that. Okay. So.
Stabby.
Wait, is the Warden pumpkin in the face cam? Oh, you're right. When I move out of the way, Cleo, the Warden pumpkin is also in the face camera.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me see. Ooh. Meow, meow. No, there's a serrated needle on the table, kitty. You don't know. You don't know.
Okay. So for this next pumpkin, like I said, I thought Corrales would be fun, but I realized that the suspended pupils aren't going to look very good. I'm not delicate enough with pumpkin carving to really get away with that, right? Like that's a high-end technique thing. I'm doing super basic techniques with a large amount of practice, so it looks like I'm good at this. But
you seem to be good at this point, to me.
Yeah, I'm definitely adequate at it. Let's see, what would be a cool third pumpkin idea? We kicked around so many ideas on my stream the other night. But yeah, the funniest ones in terms of the names were Coralvira, where we combined Corrales and Elvira. Hey! Right. Thank you, S. Gonzalez says, who tips 5, who says, "Hey Joe, listening while I stitch elastics on my shop coat's cuffs so the table saw doesn't go. Is this for me?" So thank you very much, S. Gonzalez. Wish you the best of luck in your shop work. And S. Gonzalez further says, "Pumpkins coming out great." Thank you.
The pumpkins are good.
Indeed.
I'm impressed with your pumpkinage.
Yep, that puts us 15 away from the next phase camera expansion. Viper says, "Is that a Warden pumpkin on the left?" I'll never tell. Ooh.
Yes, it is.
Because making noise will get me killed. But okay. In terms of... Yeah, so the best 2 pun names we came up with were Coralvira and Gremlinite.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, in some ways, I'm like, oh, I could just do a default jack-o'-lantern.
You could.
We could also create a 3-dimensional representation of the trick-or-treat lollipop. Wait, hold on. Oh, Cleo, look at this. I've got it like directly in the right place if I hold it.
I'm waiting for the lag to...
Yeah, wait. I have to stand perfectly still. She's just gonna make me stand like this forever.
I mean, I am, but... Hang on. There we go. You got the lollipop now?
Yeah, it's perfectly aligned, I think, with my face.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well
and when
done,
I open
Joe.
and close my mouth, you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I am the Jack-o'-lantern. I don't know if I like that. Okay.
I love that.
The face cam looks very pained. Oh, because you can see me like back there trying to hold it perfectly still on the other camera angle.
It's great.
Wait, what did that? How much of my face could you see? Oh yeah, you can see the whole face camera.
Yeah.
Because the lollipop was no. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Cleo.
You did this to yourself. Don't blame me for this.
No, you're right. So, a bunch of the kids at this pumpkin carving event I took my daughter to last night were trying to make Squid Game's pumpkins, and they all did terrible jobs. And so on some level, part of me wants to like make a really good Squid Game's pumpkin.
Do it.
But like, what does a really good Squid Game's pumpkin look like? And to some degree, it seems like the way to do it would be to carve out the shape of the hood. Here, let me... Oh, you know what? I was like, oh, if only I had some sort of way to visually describe this to show you. But, like, let's say that we carve out the shape of the hood here. Right? And we would do a much better job than this. This is just rough concept art, right? So this part is carved out, right? And then we've got the mask. So we would have this in such a way that the mask part was still standing up here, you know, in the center. And then I could use the shaver to...
You've only just started drawing on my stream, by the
Okay,
way.
I could use the shaver to shave out a very thin...
No? Raid?
Oh, are we getting raided? Are you getting raided?
Oh. Hey! Pearl raided! Oh, crikey, there's a lot of you here. Hello, I'm stabbing things.
Howdy, Pearlescent Moon Raiders.
Stabbing things today. Welcome to Cleo Stabs Things like a whole bunch of times.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what's fun is I could actually take this and I think I could move it onto the pumpkin. Whoops. With the
What I'm doing, I'm just going to show
no.
thing.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is I'm felting. So felting is basically stabbing things to make shapes with them. And this is going to be a polar bear. This is his head. This is his bum. It's got quite a chunky bum. But you know, you got to have a chunky bum. That's the thing. I don't know if Pearl's come across. Hey, Crux's cheer biddies, thank you very, very much. But thank you for the raid. All the potatoes in the house. And my mods are asking you to read the rules. That's probably a good idea. So you don't inadvertently cause bannage. That's how that works. Please read the rules. Stabbing lots of things sounds very on brand, yes. I'm also in the call with Joe.
Howdy.
Joe is currently making, carving Halloween decorations. We made a llama pillow. Oh, hang on, let me show the llama pillow. Made a llama pillow already today. It's finished. And now I'm on to stabbing things. Much more on brand.
Cleo, I just was I wanted to get inspiration for doing a Squid Games pumpkin. So I googled frontman pumpkin. And it says Billy Corgan. It just has a picture of Billy Corgan.
I don't know who that is.
He's the frontman for a band called the Smashing Pumpkins. But like...
Oh! Yeah, that seems like you, Joe.
Yeah, I was trying to find, like, I'm gonna Google Squid Games pumpkin, and I want to see what other people have done to get an idea for what might be.
Yeah, Joe's already made a Warden pumpkin, over on his stream, and I am here to, this is fine. This is stab things. Yeah, the llama's name is Nugget, so... Because, you know, I've only ever named chickens Nuggets before.
Oh, you know what I could do, Cleo? Is I could use the shaver to shave the umbrella from the honey cake.
You could do that.
Into the pumpkin. I haven't seen anybody do that, but I'm just like, I'm thinking of like what would be like...
Something nobody else has done because you're Joe.
Well, what's the point of doing an art stream if you're not going to do art? Yeah, so I mean,
that's fair.
I could possibly shave multiple... Oh, I could possibly shave the circle, the triangle, the star, and the umbrella.
That is how shapes work. You could definitely do all sorts of shapes, Joe.
Yeah.
My cat is strafing the table again. Are we about to get kiddied? If we are, I'm going to put that away. Hello?
Yeah, so people are asking how kids know about Squid Games. Apparently they added Squid Games modes to Roblox and what's that other game? Fortnite, and a bunch of other stuff that kids are into. So, yeah. They like know what the characters that the guards look like, and they know a bunch of stuff like that. But okay. So, I'm going to start with... It seems like making a circle would in some ways be easiest. Like, you know what, Cleo, I was at the craft store the other day.
Yes.
And I walked past a bunch of compasses. You know, like, straight edge and compass, like geometry tools. And I was like, you know, that's funny. Who needs a compass these days? And as I'm, like, looking at, how do I make a circle on the face of this pumpkin?
You know what would work?
You know what would be really great if I bought one of those stupid compasses.
I'm not stabbing the cat. God, what do you take me for?
Okay, I've got a hockey puck here. I'm gonna hold the hockey puck.
Okay, down you go.
I wonder if I should...
No. Yeah. Only stab polar bears,
Mm-hmm.
not cats. That's how that works.
Okay.
Stab it in the face. This is its head. Gotta stab it a bunch to make it cute. Thank you, Samuel TDE, who subscribed. Welcome to the Horde. If you look to your left and to your right, you will see there are no exits. And McLesley has given out a community gift sub. Thank you so much. Stabbing paws. Kitty is already sufficiently floofed. Well, this is pretty firm now. I stabbed its bum like a huge amount of times. And it's already fairly solid. I'm very concerned at how solid this is. Shady Penguin cheered biddies. Very much appreciated.
Okay. Now I'm going to put the lights inside the pumpkin so that I can see better when I've shaved enough that would actually have stuff come through. Does that make sense?
That seems fair to me.
Okay.
Right, so I've got the basic shape of the polar bear. I do it like this. You can see that's its bum, that's its belly, its legs are going to go down here. But I think its head needs to be stabbed like a whole bunch more.
Okay.
Pushpop cheers 1,000 biddies. It's been a while since I biddied you. Thank you. Shady Penguin cheered biddies. Mini Cheese Mouse cheered biddies. And Macaulay gifted out community gift sub. And yes, it is indeed choo choo time.
Oh wait. Where's my whistle? Hold on.
We're holding Joe. There we go. Joe's got onto my hype train. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. Okay, this hockey puck plan is actually way better than I thought it was going to be.
Hockey puck?
Yeah, so in the American game of ice hockey, we have these things called hockey pucks.
Oh my god, ice hockey! God! Dang it, Joe! Well, that's meeting trauma brought back.
There was a Hermitcraft meeting where Doc M77 talked about this game he was doing for charity where we would all play ice hockey together for like 30 minutes. And eventually Cleo goes, "Oh, he's saying ice hockey." And every single one of us was like, "Oh, ice hockey." Oh, and like Doc kept getting annoyed because we kept asking really basic questions about like how the game works and how points are scored, and he's just like, "It's ice hockey. You guys know how to play ice hockey." And we're all just like, and like, you know, I took 5 semesters of Japanese, so I'm like, ice hockey. What is ice hockey? Like it's clearly Japanese game from the name, but like I don't think I've ever seen this before.
It was the best moment, and it was just like. Ice hockey.
Yeah, Cleo had the breakthrough there, so good job, Cleo, on that.
Well, it's a case of like I say, my best friend is German, and you know, or at least one of them is.
Yeah.
And he's, you know, I've been translating for him for 20 years.
And it still took you a while to catch it, and then none of us were close. There was nobody that was like, "Wait, you guys didn't know he was saying ice hockey?" Like nobody had any clue. Okay.
He's getting a little bit of a snoot.
So we're gonna come this way.
Poor Doc. Don't.
He does this to himself by refusing to say ice hockey.
I mean, don't feel sorry for Doc. Doc just does stuff like this, and he just assumes that everybody knows what he's talking about because he's got good English, and it's just sort of like, sometimes accent does a lot.
Yeah, like, look, you know, like, and we're all relatively patient people with each other, like, but, like, that was a case where somebody really should have stepped in earlier and just been like, "Doc, we don't know what you're talking about." Like,
I think everybody assumed everybody else knew is the issue.
Yeah, because, like, Doc was so confident that we all understood ice hockey. And I'm just like...
Bless him. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see how good that looks, but it looks, you know, it looks decent. It looks decent. Gotta stab some shoulders into him.
Okay.
Snoots are cute. I've got a snoot on the thing. It's snootable. Although I do feel like I need to stab it a bit more. I'm going to try and bulk out its lower body at this point. Ice okay.
Okay, so we've got the first 2 of these carved. Now, with the light on, I can't tell if any light's actually coming out from the pumpkin. I don't think it is, though. Oh, wait, actually? No, if I... Yeah, I can see that it is slightly glowing. You know, especially, I'm sure if I could mask the monitor somehow. I have nothing big enough to cover the monitor with to keep the light from... Here.
I wish I could help.
Yeah, okay.
I cannot.
So the thing is, now that I'm covering the monitor, I can't... I think you can see that there's a little bit of light glowing through.
Mm-hmm.
There. So then we're going to do the star and the top and the umbrella. Somebody suggests using the hockey puck again for the top of the umbrella. That's not a bad suggestion.
Go plays ice okay. Or just regular okay.
Yeah, where's my mouse cursor? I need to be able to see the...
I've decided I like felting. And not only because I like stabbing things forever. Which I do. This is just proving that I have the patience to stab things more than once.
Okay.
Which I don't think anyone ever doubted, to be honest. I think people always assumed that I'd be okay with stabbing things a lot.
Okay. So yeah, the umbrella I definitely need to be able to see how that goes to make it match the show. Okay, the star is interesting because it doesn't have...
Very on brand. Me stabbing things is very on brand, yes. You're not wrong. But this shoulder needs to come down a bit. This is just sculpting like I do in Minecraft like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Where did I just drop? Oh, a hockey puck. Of course. It's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, crikey, that's a lot of biddies. Sorry, I've missed a whole bunch of biddies. Oh, sorry. So socks, chid 500 biddies. Toi, Sairon, chid biddies. Trineficus, chid biddies. McLesley chid more biddies, and J-Star chid biddies. Thank you so much. My system is slightly balked today, so if I don't do stuff, please just mention that I missed things after about 10 minutes because, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's sculpting with stabbing.
And now
Yay.
I'm carving with knives. Whoops, that star is going to be big. Oh, boy. Oops.
You're okay there, Joe.
No, I kind of screwed up the star. Like,
It's all right, Joe.
it got stuck.
Stabbing yourself hurts, but it's still fun.
Okay.
I haven't really stabbed myself much at the moment, so I'll start with just adhering this part of it to it.
Yeah, this star is not gonna be good.
Just call me Siren Cleo. I will attempt to remember that. I'm not great with the memory or the pronunciation, to be honest, but you know, I will do my best.
I always tell people, if you want me to call you something that's not your name, put a note in with the tip, because otherwise I'm gonna say whatever name is on there. Like, I can't keep track of everybody's nicknames. There's too many people.
To be fair, it's Siren in the name, so I can probably remember that one. That one is... yeah. Oh, but I did when Needle fell in Cleo. I did. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to stab myself at some point, but, you know.
Okay. I'm going to have to hide the star. Like, this is so much worse than all the rest. By, like,
I mean, I expect
a
that
lot.
from you.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the umbrella.
Yeah, why not?
Well, because I'm so bad at the star that I'm starting to have severe doubts about my... You know what? Actually, maybe part of the joke of this is that I have one of them punched out, and it could be this one could be punched because I've already screwed it up so badly.
And you can have one that's broken.
Yeah, and so it's like
different states of winning.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got a little chunky little body. If I show you from the thing, he's got a bum, and he's got the thing. I need to put another thing over here, but he's got the head, and I need to get some ears on him.
This is not a good start.
Having trouble making the umbrella? You should try licking the pumpkin.
The triangle and the circle came out so good, though. That's what's... Honestly, though, if people can only see half of the star, like around, like if I put it that way, it doesn't look that bad. And like, I do have room here to just do the umbrella on this side. Because like, they were in order on the show. Somebody says, is the other carcass the Warden? Yeah, sorry, that would be more obvious, but the glow stick turned off. It's on a timer.
Oh, so it's like not a chemical glow stick.
No, these are like kids like flashlight toys. I just grabbed something nearby so that I could.
That's fair.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have to get something better for the actual, like if I display this. But yeah, if I turn off the light here.
Display this. I love how your confidence has gone from this will be great. This will be the best Squid Game pumpkin you've seen, and then it's just like if I display this.
Well, the Squid Game pumpkin I'll display, but I don't know if the Warden one. I don't know.
I mean,
we'll
no.
Have to see.
No. You gotta go the other way.
Oh, if I cut out the star on the back, it will reflect onto the wall behind, or it'll shine onto the light behind it. That's an interesting point.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also, don't yell in all caps, please. That's against the rules. Okay.
Curious if the ice hockey meeting was the same bunch of hermits tweeted about being productive. Oh no. The ice hockey game was a couple of years ago now.
Yeah. I don't know if I can actually do it thin enough to do the umbrella too.
Get down. Thank you.
But
please remember, if you're going to have issues with what I'm doing, this is the first time I've ever done felting. Cat wants to play with the cotton. Yeah, no. She gets to not play with anything at this point because she's a pain in the bum. As are all cats. It is in their nature. The fluffy inspector expects the fluffiness. I guess so, Zero. I hadn't thought about that. Kitty decides when Kitty is on camera. I mean, I can see her just sort of prowling around the house because she wants to be with me. And she knows that I'm not letting her. So she's kind of like, what to do here?
okay. So, next, let's see. So it looks like the umbrella has kind of two, like, bat wing indents on either side. So for a total of 4. And then the center line goes down and over to the right. Okay.
I would not like felting so much if you stabbed her. No, I would not stab my cat. I'm very careful when it comes to sharp things on my cats.
Mm-hmm.
They are very important to me.
Cleo.
The cats, not the sharp things.
Yeah, Cleo is responsible.
I am I was a professional adult.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
Teaching is professional adult. Okay, so I've got like a bear shape. Okay. Take the boot colour. It wants me to make big boots now. So it wants me to make booties. Now I did cut out some booty shapes and some hatty shapes. That's ears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So okay, legs.
So if you want to see my progress so far with the umbrella, whoops.
Let's go see what Joe is doing. What you doing, Joe?
There we go. I'm holding it up temporarily.
I see.
Yeah. So I've got, now I have to do the candy cane.
Yeah, I see. I see. It's good.
Which is the scariest part of doing this in the
Yeah.
show
Shady
too.
Penguin has resubscribed. Welcome back. Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to go down.
I'm going to try and do one leg to see how it goes, because he's got to be wearing some wellies, because that's what the picture shows.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to pick... I don't particularly know which... You know what? Those colours are for the boots, the big ones, and these ones are for scarves and the hat bands. And black is for the nose and stuff. Okay. Right, I'm gonna go with purple to start with. Where did my leg go? Did I pick it up? Thanks, Cam.
Okay, that was really...
Terrifying?
Yeah, it's like definitely really getting me in the mindset of the characters in the show. Like these delicate shapes.
I get ya.
Okay.
I need a little bit of this.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the inside out more so that the light shows through on the shaving better. I say this, you know, I should probably have taken the lights out, including my cell phone.
What, before you started carving the
Before I started shaving the inside and getting it more pumpkin guts all over them.
Yeah, that'll do it. Where's my leg go? Just daily zombie problems. You're not wrong, Murdoch. You're not wrong. Not for funny, but not... No, you're fine. You're fine.
I really want to shine through on the ones that look better, brighter. So I'm going to do less shaving on the side with the star.
That makes sense.
Okay. So that might not have sounded like a lot, but we've actually removed several entire handfuls worth of shavings from the relevant areas with that amount of time.
Pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the right tool for the job.
I guess.
We'll see if it is obviously any brighter. Oh yeah, that's like visibly way more illuminated through there.
Okay.
If you look at my stream clear here, I'll even carry this over more. Ooh.
Right, this is a pain in the bum doing little legs.
Okay.
I want to stab towards myself, but there's really no option I've got here.
Kind of want to do more. Just because it's... I'm not sure that I'm going to have a light this bright to put in there.
That makes sense.
So, like, if I just put these 4 little candle lights in there, I have a feeling they're not going to... Yeah, there's, like, no light shining through that at that point. Incredible Mike says, OMG, that's the Warden, that's so good. Thank you. It'd be good if I could get a motion sensor hooked up to the Warden's lights. Or a sound sensor. Eh?
Uh-huh. One way to traumatize children in a couple of years.
Yep. Yakub says, I'm going to carve a pumpkin this weekend. I've been inspired. Thank you.
Yay! Joe's inspiring.
I'm trying to put my hand flat against whatever I'm scraping, so that way it I'm not punching through.
Makes sense. All the little pumpkin noises make you want to carve pumpkins. I mean, I get that. That's... I mean, it's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I should really learn to carve pumpkins, or at least should try to carve a pumpkin of some description at some point.
Well, you know, next October, I have a feeling that this year we're kind of figuring out this crafting stuff, but next year we can really, like, just nail
we'll
it.
be buying things in advance and getting ready in advance and making out plans.
Yeah, because like the craft stores here, they're done with all their all their Halloween stuff before October starts. They're like, serious crafters are already done, and we're not serious crafters yet. We will be.
We won't. You can need another crafting care pack. No! Fine! Okay, so that is a little booty of a polar bear. It's what it ended up looking like. Am I happy about it? No. But you know what? It's all well and good, but I don't have styrofoam, so, you know, we're here with what we can get. We're here with what we can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I also definitely feel like I need to wind this around it. And then start stabbing it onto the thing.
Okay, so I feel like that's another handful nope, 2 handfuls or so of pumpkin. These are technically not pumpkin guts. This is pumpkin shell. Basically, we are thinning the shell. And Credit
Like
Mike's.
herds.
Oh, go on.
No. It's just like herds. We're thinning the herd.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do here.
And Credit Mike says you got some serious pumpkin carving tools. I'm impressed. Yeah, I picked these up a few years ago because it seemed like every year we were buying these cheap ones that like would break halfway through the first pumpkin, and I was just like, so I saw this good set for like maybe $10-15, and I was just like, might as well.
It's an investment.
Yeah, considering that like a normal pumpkin carving set is like $1, and it's just miserable. It's like, okay, so this is like admittedly like 15 times more expensive, but yeah, it was an investment. Okay, so in terms of brightness now, with just the little pumpkins inside there, or just the little pumpkin lights. Yeah, that's super dim still, but you can at least tell there's something there. But
on a thing.
You know, if I put my phone in here, which has a much brighter light, like it's super obvious now. These are glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Glowing runes. And we won't show the whole star. I'll put my hand over part of the star, so you can't see how bad I screwed up the star.
We know, Joe. We were here.
Yay. Okay. So. It turns out a full garbage can of pumpkin guts is heavier than you would think.
Definitely heavier than an empty one.
Yeah, it's possibly as heavy as 3 pumpkins, which I individually carried in here, but most of the water content of them is now in this trash can.
Yeah, that seems like a you problem.
It does. Okay. So let's see, Cleo, we've been going for 3 hours now, and I think I'm at pumpkins. If you want to keep going, I do have those miniatures I could paint, but I feel like
I'm okay.
we're
I've got my legs done, or I've got a leg done.
Mm-hmm.
I like this, but I don't like how fiddly it is. I don't like little details yet. I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. This is always a highlight of my week, Cleo. I have so much fun hanging out with you.
Aw, he's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
But same. I enjoy doing new crafts, and I enjoy hanging out with Joe. And I definitely need to find the lid for this needle, because, oh my goodness, it's serrated. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to send my people over to someone.
I will send my people somewhere too. So I will catch you later, Cleo.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so let me mute on there.
Bye.
Disconnect from that so I can't hear Cleo anymore. It looks like some folks on Heads Up Challenge from Pittsburgh are playing Counterforce. So why don't we go ahead and raid them. When we get over there, say howdy, y'all. Joe Hill's raid here. And so I'm going to post that in both. But yeah, when we get over there, say howdy, y'all. Joe Hill's raid here. And until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.